you have to realize that even if you don't own a business, you are a business. And when I say you are a business, your person, your being, your name, for example, me, Damian Bryant, I'm in the business of Damian Bryant. For me, it was kind of groundbreaking or eye-opening to think that, it no longer mattered anymore whether I owned a business or worked for somebody. Ultimately, I just needed to make sure that me, the business of me, was in the best shape that I could possibly be in at all times. And for me, that entailed upgrading my wardrobe. It entailed me expanding my vocabulary, my knowledge to learn about things that I wasn't even interested in, that other people weren't interested in, so that I could have a constructive conversation no matter who walked through my office door. Whether I was in business for myself or whether I was working at another company. If I heard people talking about a subject that I didn't know, then it was my job when I got home to grab a cup of coffee or grab a beer and learn about it so that I could be more approachable, or so that I could communicate with everybody a lot better. And again, that was simply enhancing the business of me. You need to think about enhancing the business of you. How can you enhance the business of you? How can you make yourself more profitable, happier, put yourself on firmer ground when it comes to you and the things that you want to accomplish? So let's talk about the business of you. Let's think about the business of you. What are we talking about? We're talking about your appearance, the way you approach people, the way you approach your everyday life, and you think about yourself as being a business. Doesn't matter if you are a secretary. It doesn't matter if you are a executive. You're in the business of you. Based on how you want to be perceived, you need to work on the business of you. You need to develop your appearance. When you walk into a Macy's, it looks a lot different than what Walmart looks like. You need to work on, your vocabulary. You need to work on your knowledge base. You need to work on your people skills. Wow, people skills. That's a huge piece that a lot of people don't realize. It's cool to keep it real, but people skills will trump keeping it real all the time. I promise you. Good people skills will keep you out of hot water more often than keeping it real will. So like I said, when you look at it and you look at the way you deal with the business of you, how you deal with you, and I suggest I really suggest you think of yourself as a business. You think of yourself as a business. You conduct yourself as the ideal business. You think about what your favorite business is. What establishment do you love, and what do you admire about that establishment? And you take those qualities in that establishment and you put those in yourself. And think about yourself as a business. If your favorite business or favorite establishment is they've got phenomenal customer service, they treat everybody the same, they treat everybody like kings and queens, then you need to put that in your repertoire. That needs to be something that you do on a regular basis. Is how you treat and make people feel should be the exact same way your favorite business does. The appearance of your favorite business. Is it clean? What location is it in? What is it? How does it make you feel when you walk? How do you make people feel when they walk up to you? How do you make people feel when you approach them? Look at their facial expressions. And people should genuinely like to be around you. People should genuinely like to talk to you. People should genuinely like to work with you. When you walk away from, when you take the business of you away from your current employer to a new employer, the folks should be sad that you're leaving. They should not want you to go. They shouldn't be happy you leaving. They shouldn't be giving you a going away party and everybody smiling and pushing you out the door. They should be sad you're leaving. That's how you know you've done a great job with the business of you. You've done a great job with the business of you when you become the most popular person and the most sought after person in your company. And if you aren't right now the most popular person, the most sought after person in your company, then you aren't doing a good enough job. Make yourself the most sought after and most popular person. Once you do that, you will find that doors will open up for you. The raise will come. The promotions will come. All these things will come if you work on the business of you. An impression about yourself at every moment. At every moment, whether you are in a restaurant, whether you are at work, whether you are parking your car. At all times, you are being an example of or giving people an impression of who or what you are and what you are about. And you need to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward at every moment. So, with that being said, you need to make sure that when you walk out of the house, you are or close to the best dressed, the best looking person that you can be when you walk at that house. when you are around, you need to actually genuinely, smile. Don't walk around with a scowl on your face. Make yourself approachable. When you see people from a distance, if they're frowning or complaining or whatever, you tend to stay away from them. So why would you think if you were frowning and complaining about stuff or yelling at your kids or yelling at your spouse or whatever, or your friends, or being all loud or whatever when you're out, why would you think somebody would feel comfortable in approaching you? They wouldn't. No. You look at the people that you know and you say, even the people you see on television, and you say, I like this person because they have this quality. And why can't you borrow that quality from them? Borrow that quality and put that in your spirit. Put that in your repertoire. And then you will become exactly what you admire in everybody else. And you will see that the business of you will improve.